Philadelphia Eagles playing the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, they're going to see. They're going to see.
What we predicting in that now?
Oh, listen, I already know. I already know what it is. I really was hoping that the Eagles could have enough to come back and win that game Christmas Eve, and then we see them in the playoff. You know, it's hard to beat the team 3 times. I was looking at all that. But now, I ain't worried about it. The Cowboys would beat them Christmas Eve and then come back and get them in the playoff. That Cowboys could get them. With what I saw yesterday, that game plan, if you can execute that game plan, and this one, we're not even talking about a contest here. If they can execute that game plan, because the Cowboys took a step. Michael Gallup yesterday, he called 2 slant routes, 2 quick slants, you know what I'm saying? Called them in his hands, right in the face of that pressure, what I call of that quick slant pressure. Because, dude, I try to tell people, man, listen, running the slant route, there's pressure even if the dude ain't right up on you. You know he's some damn where. He's somewhere. And he's about to hit you soon. This is a quick bang, bang play. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? So in order to catch balls like that in your hand, that says something to me as a receiver. That says something. He's coming off injury. That says he dropped this shield now. I'm ready. I'm all the way back. Because he won't be able to focus on catching that in his hand, worried about somebody down by his knee or the pressure of somebody being in front of him. Sure, you know this. You're a corner. You know this. That it takes, your body has natural defense mechanism. If I put my hand towards your face, your eyes won't blink, even if you tell them not to blink. So when you run that slant, your body, you put them hands up, your body's going to tighten up. Even if you say, I'm brave, your body naturally has a defense mechanism. And that's why they drop balls, go through the hand, because they don't have time to close it on the ball, or the ball hits the hand and fall right out because there's no give. Because of the tension. That's why I ultimately moved to catching that ball in my body on slant route. Because I knew if it hit me in my boot, I said, I'm going to run a first down slant to take it to the house, second down, or the third down, so I'm just catching on my body. You know, I had to think through all of these things to take out my natural body defense. That's what I had to do. He caught that ball in his hands, dude. I was like, that says something to me. Now they ready.
It sounds like they're ready. Now, Philly got some corners now.
Yeah, Philly got some. I would like blind up with your boy out there.
With Big Play?
I told just too, like, man, why didn't you, when he was sitting on you so much, dude, run through his butt a couple of times. I'm going to run through him, dog. I'm going to run through. You ain't finna just sit in no rocking chair on me. If my route is 15, I'm here, and you're in a rocking chair on 16, I'm going to 17. I'm coming through you before I cut out. You see what I'm saying? And he never did that. Justin never did that. I wanted him to try it. Just go through it. Go through him. He has to recalibrate, and he has to recalibrate his own body position to shift to the other position. So if he's just sitting there and he's just in a rocking chair, you giving him all the advantage. I was going to go through him. That's just me.
Yeah, that's just you. Hey, playmaker, you might have some coaching in your future. Just, you know what I mean? You might have to go in there as a consultant.
Right. They go through that joker, man. He'll back up one time. If you just go full speed, right on the outside shoulder. I don't want you to hit him right in the middle because we want to apply the laws of inertia, which says a moving object, hitting a still object, give it about the same weight and size will move the still object every time. You 200, he 200. You're not going to hit a middle man on 200, even though the laws of inertia say you'll win. We still going to hit him half man 200 on your 100. You're going to either spin, back up, but you're going to have to recalibrate. It's too late. I done caught this football.
All right, and now I'm caught in the move.
And I'm moving. It's too late. Whatever you're doing back there, it's too late.
I ain't mad at that. I'm excited for this season. It's been a crazy season already.
It's been a crazy season, though. Doc, we had a question I want to ask you this, Sherm.
Yes.
Keep in mind, the list is fluid.
After this, your list is straight trash.
That's just me. List is fluid.
They not even nowhere on the list.
You cannot tell me this is the 5th best team in the NFL.
Probably the best 5 teams cooking right now.
No!
Stephen A's right.
No.
Stop that.
No.
You can't do that.
No chance
The
right
list
there.
is fluid. I like it, me personally. It's fluid, okay?
Come on, man.
You killed me 3 weeks ago.
You said it's fluid. It's week to week.
Remember, the list is fluid.
How in God's name do you think that they are a top 5 football team?
I have no problem with my top 4. The list is fluid.
No.
Stevens, A-list. The list
So
is
bad.
fluid.
So bad.
Yeah. You You know what time it is? It's week 11. It's over and done with. My top 5 teams in the National Football League. Keep in mind, here's the deal. The list is fluid. It's fluid. Just because you see this week doesn't mean it's going to look that way next week. Stay with me, all right? Let's get to number 5 on the list, please. Give it to me right now here. Give it to me right now. The San Francisco 49ers. Why? They got a top 5 defense, y'all. They got a bunch of rough riders. You got Debo and Kittle, and now the pickup of Christian McCaffrey. I know porn star Jimmy can derail their hopes and aspirations, but until he does, the fact of the matter is they're a top 5 team in the National Football League right now, led by a great coach in Kyle Shanahan, who's great any other time than a fourth quarter of Super Bowls, okay? I'm going with San Francisco as number 5 on the list. Let's go to number 4 on the list, please. Give it to me right now. Bam! The Buffalo Bills. Why? It's still that dude, Josh Allen. It's still that dude, Stephon Diggs. They're still one of the top 5 teams in the National Football League. I know they were struggling a couple of weeks ago, but the bottom line is they steered the ship in the right direction. They're a top 4 team in the National Football League. They ain't top 3, though. Give it to me right here. Bam! The Philadelphia Eagles. Why? They only got 1 loss on the season, that's why. Their defense is real, that's why. And Ndamukong Suh being added to that defense is something that I applaud. That's why. They have struggled, however, over the last couple of weeks. Against the Commanders, Washington, on Monday Night Football, and barely squeaking out a victory against the Indianapolis Colts led by Jeff Saturday. They still only got 1 loss. I still got them winning the NFC East, but the bottom line is, for the moment, over the last few weeks, they haven't looked like a top 2 team in the National Football League. I gotta go here with number 2. Give it to me. The Dallas Cowboys. Why? Because when you take the best team supposedly in the Minnesota Vikings and you humble them and beat them down and bum rush them and punk them and embarrass them on national television and trollop them 40-3, that's a big damn deal. Okay, they should have won the game against Green Bay. I don't know how they wet the bed a couple of weeks ago, over a week ago, but they made amends for it with what they did on the road in Minnesota with your backup running back, okay, with CeeDee Lamb elevating, okay, with Schultz and Noah Brown and Gallup and these brothers, and that defense led by Michael Parsons. I had to put them at number 2 for now, but remember the list is fluid. Number 1, no. Here's where we gonna go. Give it to me. It is this dude, the Kansas City Chiefs, because of Patrick Mahomes. He is the leading candidate to win league MVP honors. My brother from another mother, the one and only Travis Kelce, the best tight end in football. And by the way, one of the elite decision makers in football. Figure that out and you'll know what I'm talking about. That's Travis Kelce, that dude right there. Okay, with Patrick Mahomes, with Andy Reid, and them brothers having a better defense now, with Patrick Mahomes constantly being in position, the defense only got to keep you in the game. Patrick Mahomes will find a way to deliver the goods. I got to go with that. I understand honorable mentions like Tennessee and others could be mentioned, but damn it, they ain't my top 5. I got Kansas City, I got Dallas, I got Philly, I got Buffalo, and I got the San Francisco 49ers as my top 5 teams in the National Football League. There you go. Floor is y'all.
Yeah, you got the first 3 right. The first 3 is right. Number 4 is not right, man. Okay? I would move the 49ers up to 4. I put Miami at 5. All this Miami hype that was going on First Take over the last couple weeks, now all of a sudden Miami ain't nowhere to be found. But I guess you're going to tell me it's fluid. Didn't Miami beat Buffalo, Mina? Didn't Miami beat Buffalo?
Yes,
and didn't Minnesota take care of Buffalo in Buffalo? And Buffalo just struggled to get past Cleveland. But I guess that's because they had to go to Detroit. Come on, man, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Well,
the weather in Detroit and a neutral site, that has something to do with it. But you might have me there. I will admit, you might have me there for Miami. I might have slipped on that one. I give it to you. But I'm proud of 1, 2, 3, and 5. Mina, the floor is yours.
I really like your list, and I think with the Bills, Keyshawn's leaving out something important, which is you're recognizing the underlying qualities of this team. In their losses, they were missing almost their entire secondary in many of these games. They're getting healthy. Hopefully they get Tre'Davious White back at some point. Jordan Poyer came back. We do need Josh Allen to continue what we saw, which is cutting down on those red zone interceptions, but they are still one of the best teams in the NFL. I think Miami is the sleeping giant in this league because of their offense. The defense looked better last week, but I want to see more continued good performance against them. And after next week against the Texans, they have a really tough slate of games. I want to see how they play because they have the potential to skyrocket up this list.
Coach.
Pretty good list. I know it's fluid. The order, I don't like the order so much though.
What?
I think this is the order for me. It's the Chiefs. It's the Fly Eagles Fly. It's the Bills, the Cowboys, and then the 49ers. And Miami, to me, I want to see the Miami Dolphins play in the cold. I want to see them play in the cold. I want to see